In this video, I want to share how I personally approach Power BI, not from a visual perspective, but from a business and modeling perspective. If you only focus on visuals, if you spend more time to learn visual hierarchies, themes, and other visual based skills, you are just touching the surface of the Power BI. See, there are a lot of other tools you need to learn in Power BI and outside the Power BI, especially business skills. So I will explain what are the skills you need to focus to become a skill business intelligent analyst who are using Power BI as a business intelligence tool. See, semantic model, that it is one of the main tools that heavily and mainly affect on the insights. If you can't build a strong and a powerful semantic model, or we call in databases they call relational databases, it is the same theory. If you can't model, you can't get a better insight. So in related to a semantic model, there are a lot of other technical terms and tools you need to learn, especially DIM and fact tables, active inactive relationships, cardinality under the cardinality, one to many relationship, one to one relationships, like that. So before modeling, you need to get data into the Power BI. See, after get data, you need to transform. After extract the data, you need to transform and shape the data that should be able to use properly. And in the Power Query editor, you need to do all those transformation and need to put the appropriate data type. See, that is the place where you do all the transformation and cleaning. So you need to learn those tools and need to get familiar with those with their Power Query editor and the DAX formulas. This is very and essential skills you need to gain. There are more than 250 functions, but you don't really need to learn and keep remember every single formulas. But like in a Power BI, like complex Power BI report, we mainly have to use like 30 to 60 functions, but sometimes we have to go to the other complex functions as well. But you don't really need to remember every single function. You need to use them and learn when you should apply those functions. So there's another significant skills you need to gain. And data governance is another and most important skills you need to gain in Power BI, because data access and security. See, everyone should not see everything, so they should have a limitation to when you are sharing reports. You need to concern about the data security and confidentiality as well. So that is one of the another significant area you need to focus on. Data privacy and compliance, like different organizations have different policies when sharing customers or other outside data. See, and data stewardship and ownership as well. See, those are the tools and skills you need to gain in Power BI. See, in addition to that, there are other analytical and business application skills you need to learn and gain the knowledge how you use those business skills with the Power BI. So when you have some knowledge about these business skills, you can apply them with the measures. Like for example, I want to say this, for stakeholders, they are talking different language. They don't talk about semantic models, Power Query editors, tax formulas, all those things. They except your data analysis team, most of other stakeholders, they have no idea about softwares which we are using for to analyze data and visualize data. So they use different language. What is the language they are using? You need to understand that, otherwise you can't understand the business problem and how that business problem you apply using these softwares and tools. So the language they are talking is business language. They mostly talk about, like for example, they talk about the gross profit margin, net profit margin, break-even point, and demand supply analysis, like that. So you need to learn about the financial analysis, profit and loss account. See, in the profit and loss account, that's where all the sales, stocks, summary recorded, and balance sheet, all the assets, liabilities and equity are inside there, and the accounting ratios, you already know the gross profit margin and net profit margin. There are a lot of other ratios as well. You need to have that knowledge when to address stakeholders' requirements, and when solve problems using business, the Power BI as a business intelligence tools. And the second one is pricing and profitability. So let's say if you are director, if you are manager or the business owner, you are dealing with asking, when you started to make the profit in my company, which probably they are asking, where is the break-even point. So if you don't know about the break-even point, it's like quite hard to address their issues. So with the break-even point here, there are other the factors you need to learn: fixed cost, variable cost, those things. And thirdly, demand and supply. This is one of the most important things most people do not understand, but it's really affect for the business decisions and key performance indicators. Like there is a positive relationship with the price and quantity, and the negative relationship with the supply and the price. So that's how the market price is decided, based on the demand and supply. It's automatically the market decide based on the demand and supply. So you should have knowledge about what are the factors that affect on demand and what are the factors that affect on supply. And this is another important thing. Then operational and inventory. Then the foreign exchange, another very important factor that affect for the profitability and cost. For example, if a company import material from another country, when the fluctuation of the foreign exchange rate, that affect on the price and the cost. So you need to have some idea about the foreign behavior of the foreign exchange rate and the political changes. Best example, Mr. Donald Trump, he put tariffs on certain countries. What happened? Those tariffs affect on the businesses in those countries. So the business intelligence in those businesses, they need to give proper insights matching with the those tariffs, how the sales, the gross profit margin and production can be behave behave with those tariffs. So this is very important factor you need to consider when to become a skillful business intelligence analyst. And environmental and external shocks, those also very important areas that affect on the businesses and KPIs. For example, during the COVID-19, most businesses were affected. So now when businesses make insights, so if there are significant relationship, a clear relationship with the COVID-19, if we go for the last 5-10 years during the COVID period, you can see the fluctuation, the decline of this of the sales, and certain businesses can rapid increase. So like that, they'll need to those environmental and environmental shocks, those are effect on the businesses. See, you can now say there are a lot of other tools and factors that you need to learn over the visuals. See, visuals and the visual hierarchy, themes, whatever it is, goes to make reports. That is the final presentation. That's the way how to present the report to the stakeholders. But to make a successful and to address the stakeholders' requirements, you need to learn these areas. Semantic models, must learn. Those are things you can't negotiate, those skills. And Power Query and those tools, how to use that to clean, transform data and DAX formulas. You need to know how to use functions to optimize the performance of the models and to optimize the performance of the calculations. And the lastly, you can't negotiate this skill started off, you need to give the priority for the security and privacy as well. So these are, I would say, these are non-negotiable skills that need to learn with the Power BI. So in my future videos, I will bring what I have experienced as a business intelligence analyst. What are the areas you need to gain, how you improve the modeling skills, Power Query, what are the specific areas and function you need to learn. I will bring those short videos in the future. So I will put my social media links with this, then you can connect with me. All right, thank you.